We zijn hier in het prachtige Carré en met the one and only Tommy Emmanuel. En gaan we proberen een mooi gesprek mee te voeren. Tommy, thank you very much. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
And you have a great place here tonight, and hopefully we can fill it up. I'm just going to dive in with the questions,
Okay.
and I prepared a few, and hopefully you like them. I remember when you started out and you first came to Holland,
Yeah.
and if you compare that to now, there are so many people who picked up the guitar and started practicing like crazy,
Oh yeah.
and were inspired by you. The last time I saw you was in Haarlem, and I remember when I came in, there were 9 kids in the venue in a circle playing your tunes. Are you aware of that you've inspired so many people, and what does that do for you? What does it mean for you?
Well, thank you for observing that. But I'm just one of the players in the long line of players that hands-on music. You know, what I'm trying to do is to inspire the younger generation, and I'm also looking for good young players, for composers, and hopefully there'll be young players out there who will carry on the tradition kind of thing, you know. And I'm, you know, I'm out here just trying to get my music around the world and to make a difference in my own small way, you know. If I'm one of a lot of others who are all doing a positive thing in our world, it'll definitely help. You know, music is the great healer, and it brings us together. And I know that when I play, something good happens to you. I don't know what it is, but I know it happens, and that's why I play.
Great. The first time we met, you played in Zaandam in a club.
Yeah,
and
Decada.
yes, and then you said, I want to play across the river in the theater, and it happened.
Yeah.
And the last time we spoke, you played at the Concertgebouw,
Yeah.
which is one of the 2, I think, most prestigious venues in Holland. And now you're playing the other one,
Yeah.
the Carré. So a lot has happened. And what will happen? Where do you see yourself in 2 years, 5 years?
Well, I hope my health will stay good the way it is, and that I can continue to grow my audience. This playing in a place like this is as good as it gets, really. I mean, you could think about playing stadiums to much more people, but it's probably not as good an experience for the artist or for the audience. A venue this size is probably as big as you want to be, you know. I can still make it feel intimate with the audience, even in a venue this big. It's just how you reach out to them and be very personal with them, and I think that's one of the things that you can do in a venue this size. It's been interesting. Last week I played 4 new cities in Germany that I'd never played before. So I was playing in much smaller venues, and it was like going back 15 years, you know.
Did you like that?
I did. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But last night in Antwerp was big, and then tonight this is even bigger. So.
I remember that the smaller gigs you used to do were also a little bit more raucous, a little bit more, you know, people shouting some requests at you and Tommy, and you know, remember it. But do you miss that sometimes?
I like it when people ask for songs, definitely. But of course, sometimes in some of those clubs, when people have been drinking, they sometimes they can be a bit too noisy, you know. So it's to get a balance between excited, enthusiastic people and good venue, good sound, you know. And because I think it's important that if you're going to charge good money for a concert ticket, you want to give people the best experience for their money. You want to sound and look your best up there, and you want people to all have a good seat, and that's the name of the game for me. That everybody has a good time when they come to the show.
Indeed. Going back to the time when you quit your life as a session player in Australia and a member of quite famous bands in Australia, and you went out on a solo career.
Yeah.
Your big example is Chet Atkins.
Yeah.
And Chet mostly used to play hollow body electric guitars, Gretsch's. And when you started out, you decided to go steel string acoustic flat top.
Yeah.
So, which is, you travel all over the world. This thing is sensitive to humidity. It's sensitive to travel.
It is.
You could have made it a lot easier on yourself to bring a Gretsch along. So, what made you decide to use the steel string acoustic when you started out as a solo artist?
I just loved the sound of it, and the sound was full. It had plenty of bass, plenty of mid-range, plenty of complex frequencies that gave me that piano-like sound. And a guitar can be incredibly intimate instrument. You can break it right down to just single notes, or it can be full like an orchestra. And so that's another reason why I love this instrument. And I'm doing stuff with it that people don't normally do. I'm covering the hole, and I'm turning the microphone in my guitar flat out. It's on 10. My electronics are on. Everything's on full. So it's like Formula One. And that's how I get my sound, But it's living dangerous because you're pushing the limits a little. But what you achieve is a sound like nobody else, So I like it, I like the way it works. My touring rig is actually very simple. 2 signals. One is direct and one is the amplifier, and they just go straight into the house. And my sound man does the sound from back there, and he adds all the effects and all that sort of stuff. I don't have any effects on stage anymore, just plain straight sound.
Which guitars are you bringing along on this tour? Because the last times, also on your DVDs, we've seen some pure acoustic instruments that you're miking up on stage.
Oh yeah, I was doing that on the. I had my Larrivee on one tour, and then I had a little Gibson Kalamazoo, which was given to me by a Dutchman in Venlo, named Peter Kumhoff, and that was a beautiful old guitar. I didn't bring those guitars on this tour because this tour has been going on for some time, and it will finish in December in Poland, and we're traveling every day. So I have 3 Maton guitars with me, and these guitars are all I need. I can get everything I need out of them.
This is your signature guitar, the TE-808.
CGP model. It's called an EBG 808. Has electronics inside and a microphone here. And you just plug it in, and everything's on board. Volume, treble, bass, mid-range microphone. I can control it all from here. And these guitars sound good.
They do, yeah. And the last time we spoke, I played one briefly, and I noticed that it's so easy to play. It feels as easy as an electric, even though it has 12-core strings on it.
Exactly.
What do you do to these things to make them play so comfortably?
Keep the neck straight. If there's a bow in the neck, if there's any relief in the neck, it'll be real tight, hard to play. So I always keep the neck real straight, which keeps the action low and flat, but it also gives you elasticity in the strings, But I can still. So you can hear it still speaks really well.
Every now and then you come up with a new mouse. You bring a new mouse on tour.
Yeah.
Your guitar is called
mouse.
Yeah, this is the orange mouse. So how many shows do you do with these guitars before they just say, Tommy, I quit?
Well, actually, normally about between 5 and 6 years of constant touring, they'll be worn out after that. The old one, the one when I saw you last, That guitar is in my house and it still plays really well, but it doesn't sound as good as it used to because of being broken and fixed so many times, and you know. And people say, what do you do when if your guitar gets broken by airline? Well, you just get it fixed and keep playing it. That's all you can do, you know. And you can provide, you can have good cases and all that sort of stuff. But really, you're in the hands of the airline people, and nobody knows how to break guitars better than airline people.
Yeah, indeed. And how about you yourself? What is your secret to stay healthy on the road? Because you tour like crazy. You do 300 shows a year, all over the world. And in all the years, you've cancelled once, I think, in Holland because you were ill a couple of years back.
Yeah,
but normally
high
you're
blood pressure.
always there.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you keep up?
Just well, I eat good food, and I'm relaxed. You know, I try to be very relaxed. It's all about that. It's about getting enough rest and eating good things. You know, but I usually wake up in a very positive frame of mind. I always have. You know, so I'm just pretty lucky. I'm a pretty healthy person. So
Keep it that way.
I will.
Yeah. You have a new album out.
I do. And I have a new solo album coming as well, which I've already finished recording, but we won't release that till September next year. So I have new management, and I'm making many changes in my professional life, and everything's going well.
Can you tell us a little bit about the selection of the tunes on your latest compilation album?
Oh, the Guitar Mastery album. Yeah, that's it. That one there. Yeah, this is a kind of best of type album. It's songs from Only, Endless Road, The Mystery, and Little by Little. And basically the idea of this album came from the Japanese record company who wanted to market my music in one package. So I picked what I thought was the best from each album and put on there, you know. And then I recorded two new songs and put them on there as well. So they had like something new on there. And so that's how that album came about. It's really about an overview of the last 15 years of my songwriting and recording, you know.
I've read in the liner notes that you're encouraging people to rediscover the original version of Windy and Warm.
Oh, yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit why that song is special to you, and can you perhaps play it for us?
Well,
because it's a Tommy tune. It's not a Tommy tune, but it's people associated with you, and it's relatively simple to play.
Yeah, it is. It's the first song I heard Chet Atkins play. It's the reason why I wanted to play with this, right? So, and then I played it for all my life since I was little, and then I started messing with it and changing it around and making it funky and trying different things with it. And then I kind of got this arrangement together and people really loved it. And then everybody learned my version of it. And I was trying to tell people I changed it. You still should listen to the original so you know where the song came from. It's the same story with Classical Gas. People discover Classical Gas because of my version, but my version is nothing like the original. You should listen to the original as well. I always think that's an important thing. And then if you learn the original, and then if you want to change it, that's up to you, you know. But learning the original is always a good idea. Chet used to say, learn it as the composer intended, you know. So, the original of Windy and Warm was in C minor, but the capo was on the 3rd fret. So it was like... Right? So... and getting that sound is really important part of playing the song properly, you know. Yeah.
I notice you do the little bend with your pinky.
Yeah, oh, I always do that. Yeah. Yeah, I use my pinky a lot, and I strengthen it by doing exercises like this, where I cover 4 strings with my little finger, and come right back to there, and that strengthens all this here in your hand. In order to do things like that, and have them be accurate and relaxed, it takes control, right? And control takes strength. So you've got to have strength in your hand to be able to do those kind of things. And if you watch someone like Chet or Doc Watson play, you'll see their left hand doesn't look like it's doing much at all. It's so relaxed, but they've got such control, you know. So they're the guys I tried to be like as far as my motor skills and how it looked when they played. It's got to look nice and be relaxed and what is it? Less effort, more effect. Yeah.
Yeah. Some years ago, you toured in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
With Stochelo Rosenberg.
Yeah.
And
Radko Stefanovski.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kings of Strings.
Kings of Strings. Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of the G3 tour that.
Oh yeah.
Any plans to do something like that again, and then also perhaps in this part of
Yes,
Europe?
we will. We're going to bring the Kings of Strings all through Europe in 2016. So it won't be next year; it'll be the year after. So I say that now, but the world might blow up next year. We don't know. So yeah, that we're what we're planning is to record a new album, and then put a new whole new show together, and then bring it all over Europe. That's the plan.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thank you.
Indeed. Your latest album is also on Favorite Nations, on Steve Vai's label.
Yeah.
Are you still with him?
I am for that album. I'm starting my own label soon, so I'm just looking into the legal side of it at the moment in America. But I want to launch CGP Records, so that's my next goal.
Yeah, you will obviously use it to release your own music, but will you also use it to release the music of others?
Yes, that's the whole idea, to help the next generation of young guitar players, to give them a good foundation and a good distribution and promotion and stuff like that. So that's my plan. Yeah. Okay.
We race through it.
We're going to get on with our sound check.
Indeed.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Tommy Emmanuel.
There you go.
Live in Carré.
There you go.